Morning, guys. I am back again with another group of finds. This time it was on Marketplace. I saw this posting yesterday just before dinner, and I messaged them, and I ended up stopping by yesterday or last night, but they weren't home. So I went back this morning and picked it up. Let me get it inside and I'll show you what I found. So here is the group of finds for this morning. It is a collection of drawers and storage cabinets. This was $20 on Marketplace, and I think I did incredibly well with this find. These are just loaded with character and charm and original wear. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. So actually what happened was last night I messaged them and then told them I'd stop by at 8 p.m. And when I got there, there was nobody there. So I ended up leaving the $20 in the mailbox just so that they wouldn't sell it to anybody else, because I knew there'd be a lot of interest in this collection. But yeah, I went back this morning and picked it up, and I think we're going to do well with this collection. This one I think I might just sell right on eBay, probably for around $150 or $200. And then these ones I'm not too sure yet. I might contact one of my antique dealer friends and see if they're interested in them, because I know they buy stuff like this for the big antique shows in like the bigger cities like Toronto. So yeah, for $20 you can't really go wrong with this. So anyways, I'm gonna get this this little cabinet listed, and I'm gonna talk to a few people about these, and I'll let you guys know if anything sells. Good day, guys. I am back with more finds from this morning. I made a couple stops. The first stop was at Goodwill, where I picked up this vintage infinity mirror, and it was $4.50. It's kind of like a novelty thing from the early 2000s, but I've never really seen one, so I thought I'd give it a try. It should probably sell locally for around 25 to 30, and then on eBay for around 40 to 50. So that was a decent buy at $4.50. The next item was this. It's a vintage 1970s A-Team Tonka truck, and it was $10. I think it'll probably sell for around 40 or 50 on eBay. It came with this trailer, but I kind of did a reverse image search, and I couldn't find any other ones that had the trailer like that. So I'm not sure if that was supposed to be the accessory to go with that or not. But either way, if I find out that there's a van or a car or something that goes on the trailer, then I'll try to hunt for that as well at the same store. The next item was this, and it is you can see on the bottom, it says EPNS base plate. But as I told you guys before, the base plate can be different from the side of the item. So this is Burke's Sterling, and I'll try to show you guys on video a picture of where it says Sterling, but it's hard to see right now. This was $2.79. It's probably like $10 worth of silver. It is weighted, so you'd have to basically tear it apart to weigh out the silver. But either way, I thought that was a good price for $2.79. And I think this is the find of the day. This was at St. Vincent's thrift store, and it's just a little flower vase. But the reason why I picked it up was because it looks somewhat like uranium glass. And as you guys know, uranium glass glows under a black light. I didn't have my black light with me in the store, so I just took the chance at $3, and I brought it home, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in the dark. So we're going to go in the dark room here, and I'll get my black light out. So you can see that glows green under black light. So this is probably worth around $60 to $80 on eBay, and it'll sell very well because there is tons of collectors for uranium glass now. So I thought that was worth the pickup. Definitely awesome that it has no chips or cracks, excellent condition. So yeah, those are the finds for today. I'm gonna get, oh, actually there's one more thing here. Let me just pull it out of the bag. This was the last item, and it is a Harley Davidson shirt from 2004 Harley Owners Group. You can see on the tag, it's Harley Davidson size medium. And on the back, it was from Canadian National Rally. So 2004 in Quebec. So the reason why I bought it, it was $5 and it looks brand new. So if somebody wanted to collect, you know, vintage Harley shirts and maybe was at this event or something like that, this would be one to pick up. So this I'll list on eBay for around $60 and we'll see how it does. So yeah, that's the finds for today, guys. I think I did fairly well with everything. I'm going to get some stuff listed and I'll let you guys know what sells. Talk to you. Good morning, guys. I am back with Benny. Hey, Benny. So Benny had a little rash on him, so he's got to wear a cone for a bit. But they both got their haircuts and they're looking pretty good for the spring. So anyways, I was out this morning for a few garage sales and there wasn't very much. There was 3 total. And I was hoping there'd be a few more just, you know, wandering around the city, but wasn't anything else. So anyways, I'll go over my finds here. In total, I spent $7 for everything you see. So I'll start off with this. This is a lamp base. It's a carved lamp base. And this was at the side of the road at one of the garage sales. I think it's missing a little piece right on the bottom, like a base piece. So that was free. So I'm going to see if I can upcycle that for either a plant stand or maybe another lamp base again. The next item was at that same garage sale. This was $2, and it is a mid-century kind of like a lava style vase. But I liked it because the color's nice and it's large. So we might either keep that or maybe eventually sell it. I'm not too sure. The next item was this. And this is something I look out for a lot, is vintage Tim Hortons. So this is probably from the mid 80s and it was $3. It has like a little sticky thing so you can separate the base from the cup, and then that would sit on your dashboard or wherever you want to keep it. So that'll probably sell for around $25. And then the next item was this, and it is a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation mug. These are pretty collectible. A lot of people love the nostalgia of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This was $2. So I sold one before for around $30. I'll probably list this on eBay for around $35 to $40. And it's small and easy to put away. So I'll just list it, and whenever it sells, I'll ship it. And then this last item is just a hanger. I always look out for these because we just replace all our plastic ones with these vintage wooden ones with the writing on them. So yeah, it's something to look out for if you have an old house. Anyways, Teddy's really hungry over there. So I'm going to get some of this stuff listed and I'll let you guys know what sells. Good morning, guys. I am back with more finds. I think I'm just about to make another video. It's been kind of slow lately. There hasn't been any garage sales yet. I've been kind of hoping that there was going to be a few, but yeah, I think this weekend is a town-wide garage sale that I'm going to go to. But I'll go through the finds for today, and you guys can decide if I made some good purchases or not. So I'll start with this little ring. As you can see, it would have had some sort of pendant inside of it, but that was removed at some point. It is 9 carat. It was sold as is condition for $129.99. And I did have a 20% off coupon. So you guys know I've been looking out for gold recently with the prices going up. So I thought this was a big chunky piece. I took my scale with me, and I believe it's around $140 worth of gold. So 3.504 grams. So I did pay pretty well on what the gold price is. So I thought, you know, for the price, it's worth hanging on to. And I think the gold is going to go up in value over time. So that was a big chunky piece to pick up. The next item was this one, this little pendant here. And it was $50, and it's also, this one's 10K. This was at Mission's thrift store, and I'll show you the weight. So this was a substantially better deal, 2.833 grams. So I believe that's about $130 worth of gold for $50. So yeah, even actually feeling it, it feels heavier than than this one. So that was a really good pickup for $50. I'm just going to hang on to it and hopefully it goes up in value. Also at Mission's thrift store was this pen. And this is a vintage Parker pen. I believe it's from around the 1950s. And the price was $35. It says right on it, 14K nib. So that means that this little end here is 14 karat gold. So I believe I've weighed it out before and it's about $25 in gold value. So I thought it was worth picking up. This lid is 10 karat or 12 karat gold filled. So I think as it stands as a pen, it's worth a lot more though. I think it's worth around $150. A lot of people collect vintage pens nowadays. So that's another thing you can look out for. So potentially this could pay for everything, or it could pay for the gold. So yeah, I thought that was a good pickup for $50 or for $35. The next item was this, and I told you guys, I think before, about sealed board games. I always look out for sealed board games because you know they're complete and you don't have to go in and count every piece. So this one's a local board game, Monopoly, from our city, and I've sold these before for around $30. So this was a good pickup for $7. It'll sell at some point locally. And then this last one was it's a George Foreman grill, and it was $15. Let's see if I can find, I don't see the price tag on it, but this was $15 and it is brand new in the box. So when I'm looking at these little appliances, I always open them up and look closely because I have been burned in the past, but this is still new. As you can see, it's still got the wrapping on it, and I found the cord. The cord still had the plastic over top of the plug, so I know this has never been used before. So I'm going to list this for around $80 to $100 on eBay, and I think it'll sell fairly easily. There's people that swear by their George Foreman grills, and I don't know if they're making them anymore, but yeah, for $15 I thought that was a really good pickup. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. Like I said, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more garage sales to come, and I'll take you guys on adventures this summer and try to show you some cool finds, and we can go through everything and see how much money we made. But yeah, for now, that's about it. I'm going to get stuff listed and I'll let you guys know what sells. So I am back again, guys, with another couple finds, and I'm joined by Benny. Hey, Benny. He got a haircut the other day. Looking really nice. So here are the finds for this morning. Not too much out there. It's been really tough picking lately because there seems to be a lot more people out looking, but and there's no real garage sales yet. Tomorrow there's going to be a townwide that I'm going to go check out, so hopefully we find some good stuff there. But I'll start off with this. This is another Joseph original, and this one is from December. We are actually starting to get a big collection of these, so yeah, I'm just saving them for now. This was $2, and I believe it'll sell for around 30 to 40, but I think we're going to just hang on to them for now. And then this was the other find. This was at Bibles for Missions, and the price was $45, and it is sterling. I kind of took a chance on this, and I'm glad I did. It is, I actually used some of my points, so it came down to $41, so no tax, basically. And I got my scale here. I'll show you how much silver we have. So yeah, 104 grams of silver, and I pulled up the London Gold Buyer website, so they would pay me $98 and change for this right now. So definitely a good investment for $41. Like I said, I think silver and gold is going up over time, so I'm just gonna hang on to it and see if it increases in value. But yeah, those are the two finds for this morning. I'm gonna get ready for the garage sales tomorrow, and I'll take you guys along, and hopefully I find some cool stuff. Talk to you in a little bit. amazing weekend of garage sales and thrifting. On Saturday, there was a town-wide, as you've seen in the video, town-wide garage sale just outside of our town. And I did find some cool stuff. I'm going to go through everything and I'll let you guys know what I found. And I'll start by saying we spent $76 on everything at the garage sales and then $54.20 at the thrift stores. So I'll start with the garage sale items, starting with this. This was one of my first finds, and if you've ever seen one, you know it from a mile away. This was hanging off of a like a buggy cart. This guy had a cart in his drive shed and he just pulled it out to the road. And this helmet is a World War II Canadian helmet made by GSW. I was really shocked to see it. There was some old hard hats there as well, but I ended up paying $10 for that helmet, and it's probably worth around $100 to $150. A really cool piece of World War II history, so I was happy to find that. I did look around. He didn't have any other World War II items, so yeah, when you find cool stuff like that at a garage sale, you kind of ask them as well if they have any other items like that. But that was the only one he had. So yeah, that was really cool. Another early find was this. This is, if you can see the date on there, it's 1908. So this is really early Indigenous beadwork. It was $10 for this one, and then $10 for this one. And I did a reverse image search later on, and these are actually matchstick holders. So they are very early beadworks, really cool items, and for $10, you cannot go wrong with that. I grabbed those as soon as I seen them on the table. So these are probably worth around $100 to $150 each. Just really rare items. So that was really cool. The next item was this. This is a vintage 1950s mushroom piggy bank, and it is made by Enterprise Exclusive. So you can tell with the little gnome on there and the mushroom, it's 1950s. People actually do collect the little gnome characters if you ever see them. Chances are if you're at a garage sale, you'll probably see one or two every now and again. And I always pick them up because they're usually like $1 or something. But yeah, this was $15. The next item was this, and it is a vintage uranium glass dish. This was $2, so I had to pick it up. You can almost see it glows in the daylight, so you know it's going to be uranium glass. So that was an easy pickup. This would probably sell for around $50 to $60. And then after that, I found this. This Guns N' Roses hat was $2, and it'll probably sell for around $15 to $20. If it was a vintage original, I don't think it is. I think it's a little bit later, but if it was vintage original, it would probably sell for maybe $60 to $100. But either way, for $2, it's a good little pickup. Somebody will buy that right away. So, and then after that, I found this. This is a boot jack. I believe it's from the 50s or 60s. These were kind of mass produced, but people still collect them, use them as door stops, and even in like our old Victorian home, we'd have that as like a door stop. And what you do is you put the heel of your boot in there, and then it just helps you pull your boot off. And then with that, I purchased these 3 little pocket knives, and on the 3 of them, I spent the 4 of these, I spent $10. One is a Boy Scouts knife, so that was cool. You can see it says Boy Scouts on it. And then this one doesn't have a name on it, but it was one of the cooler ones that he had. And then this one is sterling silver. I don't know if you can see the little hallmark there, but it is a left-facing lion. And this would be for cleaning out your pipe, for like pipe tobacco. But yeah, just a cool find, a little piece of silver as well. So it was worth it to pick that up. And then this is a small set of cufflinks. And these are also sterling silver as well. Probably about $5 or $6 in silver in there. So that was $2. And then in this little container is a vintage necklace and earring set. It looks like one of the little jewels has popped off, so I'm gonna have to glue that back on. But I like that it had the original box with it, and yeah, just a cool vintage set. This was $10. Not too sure how much it's gonna sell for. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that one. But yeah. Oh, and then the last item for garage sales was this. And this is really cool. It's Hires root beer, and it's vintage, probably from like the 60s. And I say that because the date on there says 1165, so that's probably from 1965. But you can see on the inside it says property of Belmont Beverages, Sarnia, Ontario. So this is a local item. I paid $5 for this, and I believe it'll probably sell for around 60 to 80 locally, just because it is a local item as well. So I thought that was worth picking up. So yeah, that's it for the garage sale items. I'll go over the thrift store items from today, starting with these. These were $9.99 each, and they're like vintage mid-century side tables. And if you're ever out thrifting, it's always a good idea to look for a matching set of side tables, like bedside tables, because people are always on the hunt for a set of 2 of them. And often, you know, you'll come across one, but if you have a set of 2, it'll sell for a lot more money, simply because it's an easier sell. People are looking for them as a match set for a bed. So I believe this will sell for around $60 to $80. And you can see there's some scribbling on there. Somebody will have to clean it up and probably paint it, but it is solid. I believe it is pine, so somebody could strip it down as well and just have it as a pine side tables. But I thought those were pretty cool. And then over here, these were $12.99. I think you've seen it in the cart on my in the video I showed, but this is from Hazel Atlas, and these are mint, like very clean glasses, or cups I should say. I believe it's called Ruffle Glass cups and saucers, but these have a good sell-through rate on eBay. So I think this set will sell for around $100 to $110. So that was worth picking up for $12.99. And then just after I found those, I found this Joseph Original. I believe it's from August figurine, and that was $6.99. So a good find there. And then another Nightmare board game. So these are ones be on the lookout for. Some early vintage board games. It has like a VHS tape in it, and people are always looking for them. This was, we'll see here, it was $7.99, and I've sold these for around $80 to $100. So this should be a fairly easy sell. You do want to check it to make sure all the parts and pieces are in there. And I did look inside. It looks pretty clean. So yeah, I believe everything's in there. So that'll sell fairly well. And then the last item was this. And this is a early Art Deco uranium glass trinket dish. And you can see the price there was $2.79. Really cool design. Kind of like a geometric pattern. This will probably sell for around $60 to $80. So that was well worth the pickup for $2.79. So yeah, that's everything, guys. That is a weekend full of purchases. And yeah, there's a lot of great stuff at the auction, or at the garage sales. So yeah, I'm gonna go out again next weekend and see what I can find. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.